Hi, welcome to today's video. Today's video is like kind of different, not gonna lie. I'm gonna be talking about my experiences regarding being in a relationship. I am currently in a relationship, by the way, and you're not. How do you feel? Like, how do you feel like being single? Okay. That's not. But yes, I am gonna be talking about my experiences prior to being in a relationship, regarding like past experiences and the one I'm in right now. I have a whole like notes app full of topics I wanted to talk about. I got this idea from a guy I watched on YouTube, and I thought it'd be really cool if I were to do it as well because I have like a lot of experiences being in a relationship. This is like my second relationship. I've only been in 2 relationships, to be real with you, but I feel like of these 2 relationships I've gained like a lot of knowledge to where's the point where I have some things to say. So we're gonna talk about them today. First one is, I used to think like relationships were cringy, and not gonna lie, I still kind of do like sometimes, but when you get into a relationship, I felt as though like I would not be able to do all this like I love you baby or like hubby or like I miss you so much, because I used to think that was like cringy as hell. But it's like as you get comfortable with being in said relationship, you start saying those things like more often where it becomes like a norm. Like you start calling like Pookie and stuff. That sounds so weird coming out of my mouth right now. But I used to think like certain things within a relationship were like cringy, and I had to really like build up the confidence to say some of those things. But it's like after a while, it's like, okay, I feel this type of way for you, so I can like say these things without it being cringe. But I'm not gonna lie, I was stuck on like not doing certain things within a relationship for a while because I used to think it was like cringy and I couldn't see myself doing or like saying stuff like that. And not gonna lie, I still get that way sometimes, but not with like the relationship I'm in. When I see like other people doing like lovey-dovey things in public, I'd be like, that's so cringe. But then again, I feel like me doing those things, it wouldn't be cringe, you know? Getting into like your first relationship, like your first ever relationship, you have to open yourself up to doing like things that you would find uncomfortable. And I also realized like when I go outside, I used to like be on the lookout for like men or like anybody in general. Like I'd be scouting men, whereas now that me being in a relationship, I don't do that anymore. Like I would go out on like an average day looking good. Of course I go out to like get coffee or like hang out with a friend or like go to an event or whatever, but my eyes will constantly be like, oh, he looks good, or like, oh, she looks good, or like, I wonder if they think I'm interesting, you know? Whereas, oh, I kicked the camera. Whereas now, like that I'm in a relationship, I don't really do that. Like I don't care who sees me at all. Like unless it's my boyfriend, I could care less what you think about me. Like I'm not scouting for you anymore because I have the most loving, affectionate, caring guy I could ever have in my life. So therefore, I don't need to be like venturing off to find my new fling, I guess you could say it like that. I feel like, okay, I feel like this is an important one. When being in a relationship, you have to like have your own life. It's important that you have your own life, because if you don't have your own life, then you'll be constantly relying on your significant other, where I feel as though if you, both of you should have your own things going on, like your own friend groups, your own hobbies, you know, stuff to focus on, so that way when you're not with this other person, you have things to do and you're not constantly worrying about this other person towards a point where it becomes like overwhelming for you two, or not for the other person necessarily, for you, because you're constantly thinking, why isn't this person texting back? Why isn't this person doing this fast enough? You know, but like they have their own lives, they're busy, and like you have to realize that. I saw this thing a few days ago where it was like, we're not meant to be available 24/7, like 24 hours a day, which is kind of true. And with that being said, develop or like find your own interests. That should give you the time, being in a relationship, like being alone, to find your own hobbies, your own interests, the things that you're passionate about, so that when you're not with this person, you're not constantly, they're not constantly on your mind. Like of course they should be on your mind often because that's your significant other, but you should have another life, like 2 lives. Okay, you have 2 lives: the life you're with when you're with your significant other, and the life you're with when you're by yourself. Like I feel like the 3-month rule is fucking stupid as hell. Like why do we need 3 months to determine whether or not this person is right for me? Me and the guy I'm with right now, me and my boyfriend, we got together, like made it official after like being together for like a month like a month and 2 weeks, I think. I don't know. But I think the 3-month rule is stupid. You two should know when you're right for each other, or like what the right moment is. 3 months shouldn't determine. It could take like way longer than 3 months even. Like, I say like a lot. I realize that I really need to, like, I said it again, I really need to get a new vocabulary, because what the hell is going on? I don't believe there's such thing as a 3-month rule. I believe that the people on the internet have put that out there to make you believe that there's a certain time stamp you need in order to determine if this person is right for you or not, which is not true at all. I also find that you should go on like dates very often. Me and my boyfriend, we go on dates like at least like 2 to 3 dates a week to like keep, not necessarily keep the love there, but like we just want to see each other like a lot, like every day actually. And if we could, we would, but like we have our own lives, our own hobbies, our own interests, our jobs, you know, so we can't do that often. So you guys should plan like these important moments to like see each other, like make it special. I know like there's like a lot of things you do with each other, like you could go out to eat, you could like go on like car rides or like talk whatever, but I told my boyfriend this, we can go on like multiple dates or whatever, but like it has to be like at least one time where we actually like put in effort on these dates. Like we could like dress up in suits or like something romantic, like a romantic attire, and like go out to eat. Like it should be at least one day or like 2 days out of the month where we like put our all into this. Because yes, we can go on dates like whenever, but they should be meaningful, you know. So that's why I feel like out of all the dates you go on, there should be at least a couple where you like put in effort, you know, like you two could get dressed up to go out to eat at like a fancy restaurant or whatever. You know what I want to do? I would love to take my significant other out to eat, but when we get to the restaurant, they go in before me, like 5 minutes before me, and we act like this is our first time meeting. Like, wouldn't that be like interesting? Like, it's basically foreplay, but like, it spices up the relationship a bit, you know? Like, it makes it like fun. When it comes to the talking stage, okay, I know people have like different opinions when it comes to the talking stage, and I used to like have one as well. I used to think that like there's no point of a talking stage, because why are we like spending this time talking where we could get to know each other while we're dating? But I feel like I get the talking stage now. I get it, because it's like we don't have to date right now, but we can like get to know each other and see if we want to pursue this person. Whereas if we were to get in like a relationship and like skip the talking stage, and what if I don't like you? Like, I would just have to break up with you then? That's because we didn't have time to talk and like get to know each other to see if we wanted to pursue one another. We just went into the relationship. So that's what I used to think before. Like, I used to think like there was no point at the talking stage, but like now after like being through, okay, this relationship, this probably was the first time I actually like went through the talking stage, like actually getting to know the person, their interests and stuff, which is how I figured out like, okay, I want to be with you. I want to see where this goes. And that's how I knew I wanted to be with this guy. Well, my boyfriend. I keep saying this guy because I don't want you guys to know, but like you guys know that I have a boyfriend. That's why I wanted to be with my boyfriend, because I found out we have a lot of things in common. We like to journal. We love matcha. We love adventuring, exploring new places. We love reading. And he loves to bake, which I love too. Oh my God. I like to bake. I don't love, but like he loves to bake, and oh my God, he can cook. He can like actually bake. Well, he can cook as well, but like, I have to show you guys his cooking one day. I really do. Do you guys tell your friends like about your relationships or about like anything like personal that's going on in your life? I tell like some of my friends about my relationships, and like not necessarily about like the boring details, like the spicy, like when I lost my virginity and stuff, because like there's no such thing as like TMI in my friendships or friend groups. Like we can tell each other anything and it'll never be like, oh, okay, like that's like too much, you know, because we've been so comfortable with each other for like so long that like it doesn't matter like what you say to me, like I'm okay with it. I love talking about relationships, but I feel like that sometimes can get annoying, especially when the person you're talking to is single. It's like, okay, I get it, you're in a relationship, you're with this person, you guys been doing these amazing things, okay. But I don't know. I feel like I do talk about my love relationship to my friends a lot, but I don't know if it becomes annoying to them. But I'm the type of person where I don't care if it becomes annoying to you. I'm gonna keep saying it, like unless you tell me like you don't want to hear this anymore. Like I get it, but I don't care, you know, in a sense that Now that I think about it, I've never had like a romantic talk with somebody in an actual relationship. So I don't have like outside experience regarding like romantic stuff. All the experience that I have regarding a relationship has come from me, and like all the things that I went through within the last 3-4 years of being in the 2 relationships that I've been in. Oh my god. I feel like in today's generation, being single is more relatable than being in a relationship, because I feel like the dating pool is so hard these days that nobody really cares to like date these days. They just want to do like flings or like these lame hookups. That's why relationships are rare, because nobody actually wants to put in the effort to be in a relationship. Nobody wants to take the time to get to know a person. And then when people are already in a relationship and then they get broken up with, they have to restart the cycle, which is crazy, because I used to like, when I was in a relationship and then we like ended the relationship, I got into a relationship thinking, oh my god, I gotta do all this over again. But it's not over again, because it's new, because you're experiencing it with somebody different. Like you're gonna have all these different experiences that'll make it like 10 times better, like 100 times better. Like it's not you having to do all this over again or like put all this energy into this new relationship, because it's a new experience. Next confession. I used to be bad at like words of affirmation. Not gonna lie, I used to be bad at that, because I used to think it was cringy to say like, I miss you so much, baby. I hope you're enjoying your day. I'm thinking about you. I don't know why I used to think stuff like that was cringy. When all in all, it should be like a norm. Like you should be comfortable enough to tell your person like, okay, I miss you. I'm thinking of you. I really used to be bad as fuck at that. Like there were times where I would get told that like I don't reassure my significant other enough, which I've been working on. I am better at that. I can confidently say I'm better at that. There was a time like my boyfriend used to call me like baby and like Pookie. I used to get so fucking disgusted. Like that, and I used to even feel cringe typing the words in to send, because like I'm calling you Pookie. That's, first of all, the words itself sound like fucking disgusting. Like why would I be calling you that? What even is a Pookie? Like, and hubby, I used to think hubby was like a combination of like husband and baby, which I still do think is to this day, but them words used to ick me out so much. It really took a lot of time for me to get used to saying stuff like those, because what the hell? What is a Pookie? What is a Pookie? What the fuck is a Pookie? Lastly, I used to question, and I would also ask my friends this sometimes, like, is it okay to still feel attracted to other people while being in a relationship? And I learned that it is. Like, it's okay to be attracted to other people while being in a relationship. You're just not pursuing anything with the people that you find attractive, because they're not your significant other. At first I used to think that was like really weird, but there's no way to like unattractive other people in a sense, you know? Like there's no way to not find someone that's you find attractive unattractive, unless they were like to actually like give you like the ick in some way. Cause like I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I'll be out with my friends and like I'll see a person, I'll be like, oh like he's cute, or like she's cute, and I'm like, should I be saying that because I have like a boyfriend? So like, is that really something that should be on my mind? But like, it's not something that you can like stop. It's not a bad thing to be like attracted to like other people while being in a relationship. It's more so the action, like what you do after the attraction, you know? Hi, this is me editing the video at 12 a.m. and realizing that I forgot to make an outro, so this is the outro. Don't I look cute? Anyways, yes, this is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to subscribe and follow my Instagram. Why don't you guys follow my Instagram? Do you guys not like me? Am I not like cool enough? It's fine, I guess. But I'll see you guys in the next one, and love you.